Good morning, Glenn. It's good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you. How you doing, Mark?
I'm doing really good, and I just want to say one thing. The Lord said, "Vengeance shall be mine." All right, let's see who we got in here today. Sorry, too many people in here. Got to go. Hey, good to see you, Craig. Yeah, we got a bunch in here today. It's pretty good. I've got my new Stetson hat.
Oh, cool.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Craig, you know what? We got a lot of people here, man. This is something, who I'd really like to get on here, and I'm going to push for it is Icy Profits. I haven't seen him forever. He went back into the workforce, and I know he still does some of it, but I would love to get him on here as a guest. And
Oh,
I've got
yeah.
to think about right now that it's actually, I wanted to take advantage of the rainy day and rainy Sunday we have here, knowing that people are going to watch videos today. So I went ahead and posted my video for today early, so it's out now.
Yeah,
And
yeah, it'd be great if you get Hunter on so we could chat with him.
I'm gonna try. He's hard to get. We had a lot of good times together, and I would really like to. He hasn't been doing YouTube. That's the only thing, and he hadn't been doing YouTube for several years. Heck, I reached out to him years ago when I loved his videos, and I knew he was close here. And well, I saw him at a storage auction, and then I said, "Hey, man, you're Icy Profits, right?" And then that's how it all got started. And then I kind of latched on to him to help me grow the channel, and then it turned into a big thing, and we started buying units together. We did, I think, like 50 videos together, and we got one out today. And I am going to try to do that at some point in the future. And I mean, everything's looking so good for our country right now because we still got a lot of work to go, but
Oh, yeah. Got a mess to clean up.
it's a big mess. Hey, KT's in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Tim, Christy, I've been watching your all's videos. Y'all have stepped it up a notch, and you've got some really good stuff. They've been documenting it really well. Up their editing, it looks really good. And their lockers are looking even better. They just bought a prepper storage unit. It had everything a prepper would have in a storage unit. Okay, get this. They got all this survival food that has like 25-year expiration. I mean, it's good to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if it's an emergency or not. You could always eat that food.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So they found crates of the stuff. It was like $700, or maybe it's probably more than that because they found more in the back. They found a gun. They got to re-put it together though because somebody put it together wrong. But it's a gun, really nice. I don't know what. Maybe they'll chime in, but it was a really nice one. Ammo, brand new clothes all over the place. They probably got $5,000 for whatever they didn't pay near that for it. So you guys you're killing it. I love your stuff. I've been watching it, and I highly suggest everybody else does too. They got a great channel, guys. And so I'm glad you guys swung in here. I really do appreciate it. I mean, this channel here is the happiest channel. We are happy right now. We're happy here. Harry, way to go, bud. You're here. I appreciate you, man. Let's see, what did Harry buy the other day? I was watching his video. What did he get? Come on, Harry. What you're gonna have to tell me. I forgot. I'm sorry. I usually don't forget all this stuff. But yeah, Harry's been pretty consistent on his content too, and he's got a really good channel. He's growing. He'd like to be growing faster. So would all of us. We're doing the best we can here. Yeah, KT says we made it finally on a Sunday. We do YouTube, but hardly ever get on here like this. I appreciate you guys. You know, I know you all are busy. You travel. I love their dog. They AJ, sweetest dog you'll ever. Very well behaved. Goes on the videos. Goes on the trips with them when they go out of town buying storage unit. They get to live storage auctions.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't been one in 2 years because we just don't have them here anymore. We just don't have them. And yeah, I'd like to do another live auction at some point. But I got to be honest, at this point, I've been doing online for so long. I've gotten to where I like it a little bit more. But for nostalgia, oh my god! But it's not as good for us here like it is for you guys. If I tried to break out a camera and film a storage unit here, these people here are crazy, man.
Yeah, we have a couple of facilities here that still do live auctions, but they freak out if you start filming.
Yeah, I always wondered about that. I mean, why would somebody freak out about that is beyond my comprehension, but they do.
Yeah, I think you could fight it, but they'd probably ban you from ever coming back.
Well, here's how the law is. You're allowed to film anything in public, but when you're on a private business,
Yeah.
they can ask you to leave if you're allowed to film anything in public. That's protected by the First Amendment of the Constitution. However, the stipulation to that is if you're on private property, which if you're on a storage facility, that is considered private property. So they can ask you to leave. And then if you don't, they can have you arrested for trespassing.
Yeah.
So that's their but you're allowed to film. But I was filming once, trying to do it covertly at an auction here. And we had some of the usuals bust me on it. And then the auctioneer said, "Are you filming, Stacker?" I said, "Yes, I am." Well, we can't let you do that. Yeah. And they were nice about it. And
Yeah.
she said, "You can film the storage units that you buy and all that after the auction." I said, "That's fine." So I didn't give them any crap about it. I don't like it, but it was being that it's on their property, I had to go ahead and do it. So I was okay. But the thing that got me about it is how oh, he's filming. Oh, good grief. One of the weapons of mass destruction, a camera.
Yeah. They don't realize that they're being filmed every time you step outside your door.
Well, here's the irony. Public storage was filming them. Isn't that ironic?
Yeah.
Just so stupid. Just so stupid. Sky Warrior, how you doing, man? Glad you come in here. Yeah, we've been really, everything's been so good since, you know, a lot of people in our reseller community, they really don't touch on the important issues. And I don't care. That's fine. They don't want to break up the algorithm that might, I've dealt with that stuff, you know, and we've talked a lot about important issues here, like the election and everything. You know, it hadn't really hurt me any. I mean, I don't care. You know, I'd stay by. I go by the rules. I haven't broken a rule here on YouTube since I've been on here since 2018. Only time I got any kind of reprimand was I think 3 or 4 years ago. I used a thumbnail that was from Dumb and Dumber. I mean, it wasn't verbatim from Dumb and Dumber. It was just, you know, when he was, they gave him the turbo lax.
Yeah, yeah.
And he went over to the girl's house that he was wanting to see. Okay, you got a bathroom? Yeah, it's right there. So he goes in there. Oh, that was the thumbnail I used, but they called it nudity.
Because you see his thigh.
Saw was his leg, and you know, and he was sitting there, and it wasn't an R-rated movie either, so it was PG. So I didn't fight it then, but that was the only effort. I never got a strike or anything like that. It was just like, no, you can't. They took it down. That's the only issue I've ever had here. And really, I could have fought that, and I didn't. I didn't want to. I didn't want to rock the boat with him. I'm like, all right, whatever, that's fine. Shark, yes, land sharks in the house. Harry, Harry. Sky Warrior, storage bandits. Yes, we got a bandit here today. We hope to get bandits back sometime soon. Yeah, Sky Warrior. Hello. I gotta have a sip of coffee. Yeah, I had to wear some shades today. I've been looking on the screen so much. I had to wear sunglasses. I'm kind of got. You look at the screen too much.
Yeah, it starts hurting your eyes.
Yeah, this really helps. So it kind of goes with my dark MAGA Stetson. I kind of combined the two. I didn't get it like this. I combined the two. Really didn't like it. I said I'm going to wear it today because I want to.
Hey, it looks good.
It's different, you know. Morning Sky. And Man Dog says, I'm surprised how much they pay for vintage bar soap for a vintage bottle of dish soap. Really? How you doing, Man Dog? Good to see you here, buddy. Yeah, that's crazy to me. And I'll tell you what, our buddy Eric of Locker Lunatics, I went and watched his video today. He's had a broken foot here lately and that he's nursing right now, but he went and bought a crap ton of Star Wars toys. Oh my God. If you guys like Star Wars toys, you got to see his video he put out today. I watched the whole thing this morning and it is quite the collection. He knows his stuff, man. That's what it's impressive about. And I've always been attracted to liking people that like pets, dogs and cats. And he had this cat and he showed it on the video. And me, part of my channel and a big part of my channel is my cats. And I knew when I saw him and he was wearing his MAGA hat and he had a cat. I said, this is a kindred spirit here, right there. Yeah, and sure enough, and Glenn and Joy, they have Henry, and they were supporting my cats. And when I lost Douglas, he was right there. When I called, first person I called was Glenn.
Yeah,
he was right there with me, and I'll never forget that.
No.
Family member of mine, man. And he understands that.
Yeah, we felt like he's a family member of ours too.
Yeah, I used to love it when you said, and you had a video of it of him watching your cat, Henry, watching Douglas and the other cats.
He still does. We play the videos, your cat videos, and Henry sit there and watch them.
I really love that, man. Yeah.
He'll be sitting there just staring at the wall, and then those cat videos will come on, and he'll turn his attention and start watching the television.
I love that. Yeah, let's see. Craig says, have you taken Johnny's master class on how to go viral? No, I haven't. And I've had one viral video and I've had many videos that have been better since, and none of them go viral. I've done something to kill the algorithm in my channel and I'm still growing, but I don't know if I'll ever get around that. I'll probably grow the way I'm growing now, and I'm fine with that. I turned 14,000. I'm proud of that. I don't care anymore. I'm just going to grow, do my thing. I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about that I'm allowed to say, which should be just about anything, unless it's threats or anything. I don't do that. I only speak what I want to say. I kind of look to the Constitution of the United States as my guide to that.
Tell you, it'd be nice if Elon Musk could buy YouTube, wouldn't it?
Well, he just might. He bought Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, things are going to get a lot better over the next, months. We're going to have a gold-backed system, and just like the rest of the world. Why should we be lagging around here? Well, we're in ground zero of the problem on the planet right now, and it's just gotten better. We won't get too much into that. Yeah, we lost everybody right there, but that's okay. Hey, Patrick, yeah, we're down to one, but that's all right. I don't care. I mean, I love everybody that comes here, and I always will because they come here, and that's
Yeah.
fine. Patrick's always supporting him, and he comes by and he hits that like button, and I appreciate that, Patrick. You don't know how much, man. Anybody that comes in here and stays with us for whatever amount of time, I really appreciate that.
You know,
Maybe
a lot of times, Mark, when you look on there and it says one, it's something to do with YouTube because I know we have more than one. Because there's me, I'm on there, and there's other people. So
it counts us, Glenn. You and
yeah,
I are.
maybe not, but yeah,
Yeah,
but
you and I aren't on there. You and I aren't on there. So if it says 9 all of a sudden, it went from 1 to 9. So
yeah,
really that would be 11 if you count us two. Um, and I don't even look at that anymore. I look at it
yeah,
this way. If there were 9 people sitting here in my house with you and me talking about whatever we wanted to talk about, that wouldn't seem bad. That would
no,
seem like, hey, this crowd's all here.
yeah,
And
it's a
that's how
group.
I try to look at it.
Yeah, it's a group of people, 9 people.
It is, and like you and I've said, if just you and me are on here talking, we'll just come once a week. We'll come in here and talk.
Yeah,
I don't care. And as far as Johnny's suggestion on how to go viral, I will watch that. I will watch that. If it's out there for everybody to watch, then I'll watch it because he's been able to do it. So you always want to go by what somebody's doing that's working, and I have
yeah.
no problem with that. But I've had so much going on lately. I've been focused on what I really don't focus on totally on my channel at all, but in the lives I do has been politics because our country we were at the brink of losing it. And a lot of people don't realize that because they've been victims of the propaganda.
Did
You know,
you said you stayed? You stayed up and watched the whole thing,
I
didn't
didn't
you?
I didn't go to bed Tuesday night. I did after Trump's speech, but I couldn't get to sleep.
Yeah,
You know, literally our lives were right there.
yeah,
Had that happened, oh,
yeah. I did
well,
the same thing. I stayed up, and then Joyce said, "Go to sleep, and I'll wake you up and tell you what happens." And I said, "No, I got to stay awake."
Well, I'm going to tell you something that scared the holy bejesus out of me is what they were starting to do. Had we gone down this path of communism further, and they were going to implement like they were doing in China, where you got a social score, and what they had already began to do, and they did it with a squirrel and a guy's raccoon here in the States. I think it was here in the States. If they don't like who you are, they will come to your home and take your pets and euthanize them.
I had heard somebody talking about that, but I didn't know if there was anything to it or not.
Well, it happened to one person, and
Well,
they wanted that,
yeah, I
and
think
that was getting.
something. I think if that happened here, there'd be a fight.
Well, I will protect mine with my life
Yeah, you damn right.
because it only starts there,
Yeah,
and it wouldn't matter. I care about them that much anyway.
yeah.
They're family,
Same here.
you know. Just to let everybody know where we stand here. If anybody hates America, they don't want to be right here right now. We're not gonna go down that road. You know. Hello, Landshark. All right, we're gonna try to keep it upbeat, but we're gonna keep it real too. Man, dog, I appreciate you, buddy. I got a video out. I don't know if he might have seen that one already. I don't know. It's a remastering. I have been working diligently on clearing out building 2, building 3, selling stuff that I know is not going to sell. We've been donating stuff. I am making those 2 buildings near empty. I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff, but I am getting ready for a big push of storage units in 2025.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do is get rid of a lot of stuff, and whatever we don't sell, we're gonna donate it or trash it to empty space up.
Yeah, there's been a lot of purging going on here, and it's getting better. I'm gaining space, and I'm going to keep doing that. And so I do have some videos that I have already pre-recorded and remastered, probably for the rest of this year until I can, unless I pick up. I've been looking for a new storage unit, but right now I'm not going to buy anything unless it's just one of those kind of, oh my God kind, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't travel as far as like KT or Eric or Locker Lunatics. I just hold on to my area here. And another thing I've done, Glenn, I've been kind of getting soft around here. I haven't been buying as many units yet. I've had to hit the weights again and get more into the exercise and get my muscles back. I have really let that go for a while. So I have
Well,
started my exercise routine back up full bore.
well, when you're buying a couple of lockers a week, you didn't need to do that.
Right, exactly. You know, and I look to get back to doing that, but I don't look to buy any. I don't want to buy any more of these kind that I'm going to get mad at. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Just for
mean,
the sake of doing a video.
yeah, I bought a lot of lockers because I just wanted to make a video out of it, and you know, and that's fine. But I am going to look for the best of the best in my area here. When that one comes up, I'm going to buy it. If
Well, I'll
it
tell
stays
you,
online, I'm going to buy it.
I was talking to Joy about this yesterday. I don't care if I don't find another DVD in a locker to save my life. We've got like probably 15 tubs of DVDs right now.
You know what you ought to do, Glenn? It's just like make a price for the whole one of the whole tub of them, and you know, and do that maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We were going like $1 a DVD, and then we went five for $1, and I'm about ready to, like you said, just give me a price for a whole tub, and you can take the
Just make
tub
a
in.
tub $25 for the whole tub, and you're like you know whatever, you know, 20 $25, and just move a few.
That's about where I'm at. 'Cause I'm telling you, 15 tubs at least right now of them, and I don't want any more.
Well, now that we've got our guy in place, the money's going to be coming in like crazy, man. It's going to take a little while, especially when we go to the new banking system, which they've been putting it in place now over the course. It went full stream when they started going to the BRICS countries kind of form, you know, because after 2008 and everything crashed and they made all the people pay up, make the bankers whole again. They took the money from us, made them whole again. Now they're wanting to do it again, and well, that didn't work out for them this time.
Well, one of the things they implemented that was never voted on was federal income tax. They need to abolish that.
It will be. And I know a lot of people, oh no, well, you know what? Stockholm syndrome is on us too, man. Everybody's got it to a point. Well, I've started to shed all that Stockholm stuff.
I just like I thought it was the biggest bunch of shit when they started taxing these people that work in restaurants on their tips. You know, a lot of people live off their tips.
Yeah. What Trump said is he's going to stop the tax on tips. That's just, he's just throwing that little nugget out there. You don't
Yeah,
throw the whole basket out there. That's just the beginning. They never signed it into law. But see, we were taken over in 1871 by the court, by the British Crown again. All of our money was going to the British Crown for the last hundred and whatever years since 1870. What is that? 153 years. Well,
yeah.
it's dead now. You know, the Queen, the whole royal family, all that's done. We even got their fleet now. I know that's not mainstream, so I probably shouldn't say it here, but it's true. Anyway, hey Harry, there he is again. Patrick, hey Glenn. Yeah, Harry said gotta step out for a few. I'll try to catch you in a few if I get back. Hey, thanks, Harry. I appreciate you. You wouldn't be stepping out if you were here. It's freaking raining, man.
It's not too bad here. It's about 68 degrees right now.
Let's see, what is it here? I'm curious now. It's 60 degrees.
Yeah. Well, we got the sunshine. We don't have any clouds or anything.
Yeah, speaking about the election, since nobody wants to talk about it on YouTube, and it's in our community. The only states we lost were the ones that didn't have voter ID, which was what, 12, 38-12. I mean, that's a landslide. But there was so much. I can't really talk about that kind of thing here. Well, maybe I can. I'm not going to go down that road. People can figure it out for themselves. Everything's been, you take the stats of the last 4 elections, you can see where the corruption was. Boom, 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 boom. All of them. All of them. This one especially. It's just that it was too big to rig. It was too big.
Yeah.
It was too big to rig.
Well, like you were saying when I talked to you on the phone, it wasn't from a lack of trying to rig it.
Oh my God, Glenn! They had bomb threats. They had running out of ink. They had strong arm tactics. They did everything.
Fires.
The military, see, they had all the ballots watermarked, so they know the exact count. And I know the exact count from 2020. But if I start talking about it here, I don't want to get my channel in trouble. But all that'll come out. And there's a Supreme Court decision coming out. I can say this: it's the Brunson decision, which will blow the lid off 2020.
Well, right before the elections came final, there was Joe Rogan had a podcast with Donald Trump. It was 3 hours long, and I watched it. It's pretty good. I didn't think I'd watch the whole thing. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Rogan found, he was always a leftist, but I don't know if he was so much one of those crazy ones, but
yeah,
started to see that, hey, wait a minute now, this isn't right. He turned.
Yeah.
And one of the best things that's happened is we've got the Democrats that weren't crazy to join our party. The Tulsi Gabbards, the Elon Musks, the Robert Kennedys, John Kennedy. These people are going to put an end to these stupid chemtrails, the pharmaceutical, all that stuff. It's going to be brought to heel because they've been trying to. Better shut up now. Wait till Elon gets a hold of this. We'll be able to say what we want.
Yeah.
Because they're going to, like NBA, all these news agencies now, so-called news. Well, they're selling them. They've killed themselves. And I knew that. Yeah. And we kept it all. We are ready. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, man, you've been killing it. That's where they have been killing it. Man, I love their stuff. And I love it when you introduce you have your pets in there. I love that because, you guys, I love my pets too. And boy, AJ's such a sweet dog. Mad Dog says, I love what Robert Kennedy is going to fix the country. I did like the prepper unit. I think it was old. It was I think it was on by Fury, on by, I'm not sure what you meant there, but I think on their locker, I believe the lady had passed away. I don't know how old she was, but that's the only thing that makes sense with such a good locker of stuff. All the new I think if you said it was worth $5,000, I think you might be a little bit under if you're looking at retail. That thing was amazing. And wow, and I think they got it pretty cheap. There was a brand new wrapped couch in there.
Man.
Brand new. I mean, they sold that like immediately. And a lot of stuff they didn't even have to sell to make a profit because they were planning on buying some of that food too. Because there's so many things that when you got your own government wanting to take you down, I mean, you better be ready. And yeah. Hello, already fixed it and got clips, 40 caliber Smith and Wesson. Oh my God! If I was there and you wanted to sell it, I'd be the buyer on that. But we're not going to be shipping anything like that. So yeah, I don't know, wow. I'm glad you probably want to keep that, don't you? I've got 32 Smith, and I got a 32 caliber, 38 caliber Smith and Wesson. I got a 38 Colt, long barrel. Um, I got the old school, the new schools with the magazines. And if you really want to drive people crazy, call them clips on YouTube, and they go nuts because they're magazines, but people call them clips, and they say, "Oh, you can't get clips in magazines." Well, it just drives them nuts.
I'll tell you a funny story. I don't remember if I mentioned it to you or not. Me and Joy had purchased a locker once, and it had a crossbow in it.
Yeah.
And I was going to see how it fired, so I pulled the bow back. It's a 90, I think it was a 90-pound compact bow. Put an arrow in there, and I was going to fire it into the wooden fence, and I fired it. It went through the fence, and then I heard it hit the tin shed in the neighbor's backyard.
Oh shit!
I was like, "Holy hell! I'm glad he wasn't in there."
Oh my god, man! Woo, Lordy! Damn.
Yeah, that could have turned out bad.
Yeah.
I wonder what he thought when he went into his shed and seen that damn arrow sitting there. What the hell?
It went all the way through it?
Through the wood fence and went through the tin shed, and I don't know where it went after that. I'm assuming it landed inside there somewhere.
Wow, that is like so much. Well, hey everybody, I'm going to play a clip, because this is the perfect timing for this. So I'm going to start this. Now I'm not going to do this for long, so don't everybody go running away real quick. Here we go. This should be kind of funny. And it's oh no,
what are you doing?
Okay, guys, I'm going to do a little reaction video to storage bandits.
Oh,
Storage
no.
bandits.
What are you doing? Oh, no. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, no.
And tell me how you like the hat, everyone.
I don't understand. That, I'm sorry to. What are you doing here? Wait, what are you doing? Oh, no. Oh, no. That's beautiful music. Oh, no.
Sorry, guys. It's running up on a minute. I gotta shut it off. Oh my god. Hurry, Glenn.
Oh, no.
Hurry, Glenn.
Oh, no.
Storage bandits.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh no.
I've got to do some more of those.
Yeah, I love working with them. Give me a little bit of content to work with. I enjoy that, man. I've got a really, really good editing program now. CapCut Pro. I actually am paying for it now to use all of the features. I'm trying to learn all that. There's so much I can do on there. Yeah. Oh, I lost my way. I lost my way again. What's new about that? Okay, okay, I've been there. Sorry about this, guys. Here we go. Hey, Todd, welcome aboard. Yeah, well, the other day I was at your live, and I was telling you new gold backed dollar on the way, and I think you mentioned something about, well, we won't have time to work. Well, it's already been working on. So it's him having time to work on it. It's being worked on since 2008 when the BRICS countries started. But here we are in ground zero of the corruption here, and we're on the way back to, we're going to be having, if you'll go to your bank, Todd, and ask them if they're Basel III compliant, because any bank that's still in business right now is Basel III compliant, which means they
what
don't
is it?
set up the QFS. Basel
What'd you say it is, Mark? Basel 3 compliant?
Basel III compliant, which means
Okay.
they're ready for the QFS, which is ready for the gold-backed dollar. So this is nothing Trump doesn't have to do anything about it. This has already been done. It's heading our way. And the only thing that would have stopped it is not having Mr. Our commander in chief. So I just wanted you to be aware of that. I don't know if you knew that or not, but it's going to happen. Gold back, because what our dollar is now is just paper. I mean, it's like the peso. You know what?
Yeah.
It's like the old peso. You know, it's worth about that much. Take one of your old pesos and see what you can do with that. I appreciate you coming in, Todd. I really do. And, you know, we care about everybody that comes in here, and we care about everybody anyway, you know, but the ones that come in here, we really appreciate. Yeah, I know. You couldn't leave your dog behind while you all are out of town. I couldn't leave my cats behind either. And so we really don't go out of town because you can't take 5 cats with you on a tour. You just I can see how you could do it with AJ because she's so well behaved. She's such a sweet little dog. Well, she's a big dog. She's a big dog. And she'll just lay there, and sometimes she'll go into the unit and kind of, oh, that's a good one. You guys need to buy that. I love it.
Joy and I used to have a cat. We had him for 13 years before he passed away, and he used to ride in the truck with us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Our cats, the only time they ever get in the car, they don't like it because they know they're going to the vet. And fortunately for us, our cats haven't been, except, you know, when Douglas got sick. And God, I don't want to get into that. I'm going to go to this band. But yeah. Yeah. I love the dog. Yeah, me too, man. I love pets. I can only get along with people that love pets. It's one of those persons. Oh, man, dogs. It's one of those persons that couldn't leave an animal at home either. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Yes, totally agree here. There we go. Yo, yo, yo. Let's see. This is Papa Smurfs. Ron's in the house. Good to see you, Ron. Glad you swung in. We appreciate you. I got my new hat. I kind of built this hat. I kind of built it. I'm not trying to look cool or anything with the sunglasses. I put them on because it helps me. My eyes were getting tired of looking at the screen. You guys don't know how I've been living on this computer for the last few weeks, you know, with everything that's been going on. And like last Tuesday, I was up all night. Same with Glenn. I was up all night. And then when I finally, after the speech, I couldn't go. I lay down and I couldn't go to sleep. So yeah, you guys get it. Let's see. Craig says, just another day here. Had a good day in our antique booth yesterday. So that's exciting. Hey, well, that's good, man. That is good. I hope that I can get Hunter to come on here sometime. But I've only really talked to him twice in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of hard to do, and kind of felt bad for him when he went back to work because me and him one day we were buying a storage unit, and this one guy was there at the storage facility, and he buys storage units, but he was just part time, and he said, yeah, well, I'd hang around and with you guys for a while, but I got to go to work, and we were like, oh, well, bummer.
He's gotten married, hasn't he, and had a kid?
Yes. Yeah, he was married before, but apparently he wasn't making enough money or with just his eBay account. So he went ahead and took a job, and I know that he hated that.
Yeah.
So I think with the way the future is going to be, I think he'll be able to get back to doing what he loves to do. And at that point, I would like to get him as a guest on this show. You know, I hope so. I hope he'll do that. I mean, me and him were we bought like 50 storage units together, and it was one of the most fun times I've ever had. As a YouTuber, and he helped me get off the 500 subs. He helped me go to 500 to 1,000 and pretty quick, and I appreciate that. Mad Dog says, "Is any very good storage units in either one of your areas that?" Um, right now, Mad Dog, they look like total dog crap here. I'm looking for some good ones, but I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna buy a unit when everything I'm looking at to profile is all average, everyday crap. I can get average, everyday crap anytime I want. I want something that looks special. I want collections. I want dust. I want potential thousands. I'm not looking at a locker I can turn $10 on. All right. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I've done it before. I might end up doing it again by accident. But yeah, I'm just looking for the bangers. You know, we've done a lot in the past, looking up storage units here and stuff, but a lot of people really aren't into that. I found that out on this live that, if you're not already buying them by now, the people aren't going to just start, apparently. We'll do it again, but to base half the show on it, I couldn't see it anymore because we can just sit here and chill, and we'll do that too. But I'm trying to get into a thing where we're just chill here and relaxed and can talk about things that matter, which includes what we love to do is reselling and buying this stuff. That's just a part of who I am, though. And Sky Warrior and Silver. I think he's talking to Silver here, Stagger, but yes, Silver. Yeah. Get ready, man. Gold backed. Who won? Everybody did. They just don't know it yet. Well, some of them, if they got skeletons in their closet, or if they're related to a certain Hollywood person, they're not happy right now. And what about all these Hollywood celebrities? I'll leave the country. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Leave. Yeah.
Hey, there was a lot of them said they were going to do that if Trump won.
Well, I didn't leave the country the last 4 years.
No.
And, well, for one thing, we had our guy in the background. There's going to be a lot going on in this, things I've been talking about here the last few weeks, which I don't have to repeat because everybody that's been here long enough to hear it has heard it. A lot of this stuff's going to come to pass that I was talking about. And there's certain things that are going to happen that might be scary. And they're not done yet trying to overturn it. Trust me, the battle's still there. Nothing's changed. It's just this was a huge step in the right direction.
Yes.
Huge. It was a referendum against communism. Even with a stacked deck against it, and all the states that they had all these organized, as Joe Biden himself said, most organized voter in America, the word was fraud, but I don't. We still won with a majority, even the popular vote. So, and that's a referendum against communism if I've ever seen one. Here we go. Got to get them. I got to get them muscles pumped back up, Glenn. I was getting too soft, man. Just because I'm pushing 70 doesn't mean I can't be buffed. I was watching some videos the other day. This guy that was 78, I swear he looked like he was 30, and his muscles. You wouldn't want to mess with this gentleman. That's right. Don't let age stop you. Age can stop you mentally if you let it.
Yeah.
It definitely can. And people do tend to get lazy, but you can fight it. I like that. Like emoji Ron. I love the sunglasses. I do too because I can see. My eyes were just so sore from just it. You know how you've been watching too much on the screen and your eyes just get tired and you're kind of like well this is perfect. And I might have to make this a theme because I didn't do it to be cool, but hell, I look pretty good there, man. Yeah, I think it's the hat. What do you think? You think it's the
Yeah,
hat? I think it's the hat.
Both? Do you want both?
Tell Joy I said hi.
I will.
Trying to wake up. Third shift tonight. Oh, you won't be doing that much longer, my man. Yeah, things are getting better. Yes, sir. But you'll still do what you love to do. And if you love to do it, you'll keep doing it. Morning, Mark and Glenn. Hello, Ron. Mad Dog. They pay $100 for another bottle of Almond Joy dish soap from the 50s. Wow, man. So after they use that one up, they got to buy another $100 bottle. I guess they're just going to say, I know, I got it. Almond Joy. Why is that like an old can? But it's just some people like to collect the old vintage items because I guess they think it's going to go up in value, and apparently it is if somebody pays $100 for it.
Yeah, what was it in the 50s? 50 cents?
Well, back in the 50s, it was probably less than that. Which, by the way, we're going to go back to those old prices again. By the way, people can call me nuts now if they want to. I don't give a crap anymore.
Hey, I'm with you.
Things are going to change, folks, to the better instead of to the worse. See, that was a plastic bottle that somebody found out in an estate sale. Wow, man. Just think if you can get $100 for an old bottle of soap, that's a good soap, man.
I don't think soap expires, does it?
I wouldn't think so.
No.
But if you paid $100 for it, would you want to use it?
No.
Hell no.
They say toothpaste expires, but I've got some that's expired and I use it. I'm not going to eat it.
Well, Glenn, I'm going to say something here. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I threw out all my freaking toothpaste.
Did you?
Well, I donated it. Here's the reason. It's got fluoride in it. And one of the things that's going to be eliminated from our water with Robert Kennedy and in the administration, Elon Musk and all that, they're going to stop all this stuff that's bad, like fluoridization of the water and all the products and all the GMOs. All that stuff is going to go away.
Well, that's why
healthy.
That's why I think you get a lot of people that get sick is because that crap's in the food.
Well, they need people to be sick. That's the whole point. So they could sell them. They can't cure anything, although they have the cures.
Yeah.
Because they have the med beds, which are being rolled out covertly already. And when you get your appointment at your bank to set up your quantum account, which has already been mirrored, it's already done. And now that Trump won, we are going to have a gold back system. The banks are already ready for it. This has been going on for 16 years since the 2008, where we had to bail out these clowns so they could take that money and work against us with it. And that's putting it nicely.
Yeah, all the crap that's in the foods nowadays. It's a wonder that you and I because I've known you for a while. You never get sick. I'm the same way. Very seldom to get sick.
Yeah, I very rarely get sick. I get sick of seeing certain things.
Yeah.
But I don't get ill. Pretty soon there's going to be, I can't really talk about that right now. Never mind. You'll find out as far as how that was a big bad But don't fear. There's going to be, when you get the med bed appointment, if you're having problems from that, it will all
Hey,
be fixed.
you know, after you're 60 years old, there's like 4 or 5 vaccinations you're supposed to get.
Well, I haven't gotten any of them. That's why I'm still healthy.
Me either. I refuse to.
I'm damn near 70 and I feel great because I don't do any of that stuff. I'm one that they don't like me because I don't do all that crap. I'll tell you what, man, I was sweating bullets Tuesday night, even though I knew we would win, because I knew that if we didn't and this
I,
whole thing was able to stand, I would be one of the targets.
yeah, I was right there with you. I had a pretty good feeling, but still, I was thinking of what would happen if not.
Oh, I would have been right. I'm probably sure I was already already on it, but you got to stand up for what you believe in, man. I, I can't say I could be much happier right now. Everything's going well. There's still, we can't get complacent. We can't
Oh no,
ever go back to sleep ever
no,
again.
you can't get too relaxed.
No, you got to keep your head on a swivel.
Mm-hmm.
Report anything you see that's off.
It's like you said, at least we're on the right path, but we just got to keep vigilant.
Yes, everybody needs to be. And I think the best thing that could ever happen as far as the YouTube platform is if you got if Elon Musk could buy Google. I don't know if that'll happen or not, but it could. Something's got to give.
Yeah.
Because this should be a regular, people can come out and say anything they want kind of platform. You know, as long as it doesn't. You know, everybody knows what you can and can't say.
Yeah.
You know. All right. Mad Dog says the funny thing is they paid $100 for a box of vintage gum. That man versus mystery found in a storage unit. I'm sorry, I wouldn't do that. I
No.
would sell a pack of gum for $100, but I'd feel like a sorry, man. I know you want this gum, but you better give me $100, man. You know, like God. I guess if I didn't have to look them in the eye, you know, it was online. I don't do online sales, so I'm not going to be doing that. Although that could change.
Yeah.
So I might, you know, it just depends. Once they eliminate all this bull crap, you know, the IRS bull crap, all that's one thing that needs to be gone. See, government's going to be reduced by like 90 to 95%. And Elon Musk is going to be in administration to help doing that.
Well, one of the stupidest things I ever heard is someone had told me that IRS agents are gonna start arming them. Why the hell do they need to be armed?
Intimidation. They were the Bolsheviks of the, you know, the Russians Bolsheviks. They were strong arming the people to get what, you know, and that the Soviet Union fell just like we're doing. That's happening here. We are like the old Soviet Union. And a lot of people don't understand that Putin's been fighting for not for us, but what he's fighting is good for us. And same as Xi and Modi. That's why we have a global military alliance of 17 militaries that are making sure with Space Force and what other people will call me crazy for saying, and I'm not going to say it here today because let's keep this real. It's just because it might be true, people aren't ready for it. Sarcastic was working all night. You were working all night on the election. I wouldn't have been able to do anything that night. I had to. I wanted to. Oh, I had to watch it. Yeah, exactly, man. Um, Sweet Home Alabama, the song talks about it too. Sweet home. Does your conscience bother you? Yeah, Watergate. It wasn't what it was presented either.
No.
space for new inventory is good. Yes, I have been clearing out all the stale inventory, and I have rediscovered some really good things that I didn't know I had.
That happens when you start going through stuff. You find things that you bought 5, 6, 8 lockers ago, and oh, I remember that.
Well, I'm going back like 5 years.
Yeah,
I,
there's
go ahead. I'm sorry.
no that same here. We went back and go through stuff, and it's probably 3, 4, 5 years old, and forgot about it.
I've got
We just
a whole big baseball collection that I didn't know. Baseball card collection with that goes back. Some of them in the 50s, and some of them are signed. And I've got some really good stuff that I might have to end up doing a video about some of that stuff.
yeah, because somebody might watch the video, knows something about it, you know.
Yeah, I know Jay. He's only been over here one time this year, so I'm got a whole corner of building 2 ready for him, and some really good things. But I don't know how he is with baseball cards. You know, I know he does whatnot. So we trade. I trade merch for gold scrap with him. But yeah, we'll see how this thing goes. I've been stacking gold since 2012. You know, we're in the there was 2 calendars to the earth. You know, one of them was the Mayan calendar, and then the Gregorian calendar. Is that what it was?
Right. Yeah.
Technically, the end of this year is 2012. December 2012 is when it was going to be the end of this. What they were going to call the Armageddon.
Yeah.
Well, the part of the Bible that was held back by the elites was the other side of it, which was held back, and also the Q part of it. And there was more than one outcome than Armageddon. There was the good outcome, and we're heading into that timeline. We are really in 2012 if you go by the original timeline, and that's when all this was supposed to go down. I don't know enough about all that to get into it, so I'll shut up at that point. But I watch everybody that I trust, and you can go to Rumble, and like I've told everybody, listen to what Derek Johnson says if you want to know everything that's been going on and what you're seeing in public and what's real and what's pantomime. I've been amazed by this stuff, and he's got all the receipts to all this, man, and he can prove it all. It's all public knowledge if you can find it, but it's all there. Anyway, man, it's pouring down out there. At least it's not storming. Last time we had that, the whole live stream. Yeah, that was bad. I try to do my exercise and stretches every day. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Mad Dog, if you don't do it, you'll get soft, man.
Yeah. And then you'll do something silly like bend over and pick up a pencil and get hurt doing that.
Oh, you're back out picking up a pencil. Yeah, it can happen. Skyward said, Mad Dog, I used to get lazy. Got lazy. Yeah, I think a lot of us did, man. You know, it's easy to do when you're kicked back and you're relaxed and everything's good, you know, but you got to get out and do stuff and stay active, stay mentally active. It's like they say, use it or lose it.
Yeah.
And that's a fact. But yeah, when we get these appointments to go to the bank, a lot of people don't even know about this shit, man, because it's not public knowledge yet. But your banking has been mirrored in the QFS, the quantum financial system, which will be activated with Starlink, and that will be the official death of the deep state. Is when they turn off the old system.
Do you think, Mark, that's why a lot of banks are closed here in Kern County anyway? That's why a lot of banks here are closing down.
It's because they weren't Basel III compliant. They weren't going to do it. They were just going by their marching orders from before. All the banks that are still in business now. If you're with them, you're safe in that your money is there. The QFS, they are ready for that. I think that'll happen. At this point, everything's gone so well. I think it won't happen until after January 20th, because then Trump will officially be back into the public eye as commander in chief. Y'all, anybody in the chat remember the prophet Ken Clement? You remember him, Glenn?
No,
Prophet Ken Clement.
I don't think so.
In this time, in this day and age, he predicted there would be a president that would serve 3 terms, and that would be the opposite of the evil that we're. I'm trying to say this carefully on here because I'm trying not to get in trouble here. We're still occupied here, if you get my drift. All right.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But he predicted a president with 3 terms, and after this is all said and done, you'll realize that Trump had 3 terms. Hence the 45-47. Let me give you a little interesting mathematics on the 45. 4 plus 5 equals 9. 47 is 4 plus 7 equals 11. 9/11. Full disclosure. Because if everybody believes there was a guy in a cave in Afghanistan took them down, I'm sorry, you need a new brain. And then 2 days the day before all that went down, Glenn, remember Rumsfeld got on TV and said they were missing $2 trillion.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah, I don't get it.
well, you know where those evidence of that was in building 7. That's the one that just, there was a fire in there. Yeah, I'm stupid. I can believe that. There was a fire there. Oh, no wonder the whole damn building fell out. Come on, people. Like Elon Musk said, AI is one of the evils of that we know who the Antichrist is. It's AI. It's not a person. So there's a lot of things going on there that were AI. People were deceived. They were so deceived, and I was one of them, but not anymore. There wasn't any blue states, only cities. Yeah, they couldn't stop the election this time and ship in certain things like they did before. Can't get in too deep with that right now. Not yet, anyway. Elon, help! Elon, help us here. we want our freedom. I'll tell you another person that I follow that goes deeper than we've ever gone here. And I won't get into it here, but his name is Ishmael Perez on YouTube. And I watch him every time he does a live stream. Oh, have I lost my way here? Okay, yeah, let's see. I had one that sold for. Okay, KT says, remember years ago when DVDs were crazies? Yeah, I mean, you used to get easy $1 a piece for those. I mean, in some cases more. And now it's just harder to move them.
Yeah.
And they're so prevalent in storage units. I mean, everybody that buys storage units finds DVDs. So there's so many that are out there.
Well, I think I'm going to take your advice. Next time we do something, I'm going to start selling them by the tub. Get rid of them.
I think so, Glenn, because all that's taking up space. And unless you think you can get $1 a piece for them, you might as well just turn them and burn them. And you might keep some of them. I don't know. Try to get the best names out of there if you want to do that. And, and sell them that way. Maybe list a few on eBay. Well, you don't do eBay, so.
No.
And I don't either. Everyone streams. Yeah, even me, man. Who would have thought that? I would have never dreamed that I'd be a streamer before I got on YouTube. Nobody and their brother would have thought that. But now everybody streams. And yeah, I mean, it's a way you can exercise your free speech, in theory. I got a feeling free speech is going to make a comeback.
Yeah.
By the way, or be right back. I had to open chickens and chores. You got to choke your chicken. No, I'm sorry. Just kidding, man. Uh, Rain sucks here in Ohio, 48 degrees. Yeah, y'all are up a little north than us, and we're at 60. And it's supposed to cool off from here, so it's probably in the upper 50s right now. And I'll take it. I don't care. I'm so happy right now. There wasn't any blue states only. Yeah, we were already there. You're right. If you look at the map, you could see it. I feel sorry for Eric. You got this giant red boom, and then you got Illinois right there.
Yeah.
Red as hell. Then you get to Chicago and this blue dot wanting to dictate everything. You know what? Some of these states that are having like, I could see where California has lost so many people to Exodus that they could lose some electoral votes. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, if this is ever revamped and they do an actual census, and then you've got like Idaho or Washington. Is it Washington and Idaho? They want a bunch of people from Washington want to get away from the blue part of it, and then do like what do you call that? With Idaho and make new borders there. There's a word for it. I've gone blank, but you can do that. Countries or states are allowed to do that.
They were trying to split California up into two different states for a while, Northern and Southern California.
Yeah, I mean, I could see something happening like that. I mean, if you got the crazies that want to be crazy, well, okay, but you don't get that many electoral votes, folks.
I'll tell you, we need to get rid of this governor we got here. That's our problem.
He's a crook. Do you realize they called California when there was 0% was reported?
That doesn't surprise me. He's been there. There's been a petition to get him out twice, and they had the numbers, but for some reason it didn't go through.
Oh, that's called corruption.
Yeah.
Yeah, like like people reelected Adam Schiff. Don't give me a break.
Yeah, that too. I was hoping Garvey would have got it.
Well, he didn't have a chance because he probably did. I mean, who's to say? Come on, who would vote? Unless you're an out and out crook.
Thanks.
Glenn, he probably thought who's playing Cowboys and Indians. I don't know what that reference to, but I'm sure it's funny. I love golfing with glass. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm way behind, aren't I? That's That's okay. Oh my God, where am I? There's Ron. I'm glad you're back in the chat, Ron. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, we lost a few people that used to come here because there were some people and I'm not going to say who. I had to unfriend them on. I didn't let them know, or even I didn't even unsub from them on YouTube. But some of the things that were being said on Facebook by some people after the election, I had to knock them off. Yeah. I'm sorry, but when people start calling other people garbage or whatever, I'm done with it.
There's no sense in that. That you can have a debate without getting in calling people names and stuff.
Well, that side can't debate because they don't have anything to debate on when you're only dealing with identity politics, which is just bull crap anyway. And we're done. And I'm going to tell you who was really a hero on this, man. Glenn, not Glenn. What was his name? The guy that used to go around to all the colleges and have debates with the people. I forgot his name. I'm just drawing a brain fart, but he played a big role in this. He got a lot of the college kids to vote properly. What was his name? God, I remember. He's so mad at myself. I draw blanks a lot.
Because as we know, in all the schools, they're misinformed on everything.
Well, they've been subverted, man. That's where they tried to get us. T-ball with glass with Glenn. Yeah, I see. We're going to try to get him on a live stream sometime in the future. He's just a hard guy to get time from. You know, I love dust, antiques, and collectibles. Me too. That's what I look for. All that kind of stuff. When you get into when you're looking at a storage unit, you want to see the dust. You want to see the evidence of collectibles. You want to see the evidence of somebody that might have passed away. Sadly, you know, and all that can lead to good stuff. Are we going to see the best of storage stacker moments video? And Glenn, you know what? We're going to probably done versions of that, but I could see us doing more when we get a little bit more new content.
Yeah.
You know, been kind of where I'm kind of in a transition period on this channel, and I planned on going through this period. I made like 20 something videos from the some of the past and remastered them and kind of made them a little better. And while I look for these new units, because storage units is still it's a big part of my channel. I'd say it's half of my channel, you know. But I'm growing very modestly on my storage end. I do gain subs when I post videos, but I don't usually get any subs when I'm not posting videos. So when you don't post videos, you don't get subs. So I've still got some that people didn't get to see, because when I first made some of these videos, I'd only had like 1,000 subscribers, and I've got 14 now. So I'm getting more views now on some of my remastered videos than I got when I put them out as brand new. So there's that. Let's see, now I lost my way again. Yeah, I love ice. Okay, antiques. Yes. Yes, there we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mark that one so I don't lose. It's the sunglasses in the hat that makes you look cool. Well, I better avoid that. I look too cool already, man. I can't go. If I get any cooler, I don't know what I could do. No, these aren't here to look cool, but they do look cool. I'll give you that. I think it's the hat. Man, I love the hat. I got it in a storage unit. It was one of my favorite storage units. I've got my Stetson hat I'd been looking for over a decade. I found gold. I found silver. I found great furniture, and it was a clean locker. It wasn't very big. I was able to get it in one load, I think. It had everything. No soap and laundry detergent. Don't they expire? I guess laundry detergent, the powder kind, could get clumpy and stuff.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, the government says the IRS is part of the government. No, it's not. It's going to be done. It's like the Federal Reserve was not ever federal, and it never had any reserves. So it's been absorbed into the United States Treasury now, which is part of that, and it will be absolved because it has no purpose anymore. It's dead. A lot of things that are part of the government now isn't going to be part of the government. 90% of the government's going to be gone because it's waste. It's all there for nothing. Zip. Zilch. Self-serving nothingness. A black hole of corruption, if you really want to know my opinion. Don't get me wrong, because I like the idea, but Republicans are not talking about making the dollar gold back. Well, it's not going to be up to them. It's already been going. First of all, I don't think you're going to see a two-party system, as one has already destroyed themselves. They may try to reimagine themselves, but they don't have to talk about it. You don't hear them talking about draining the swamp either. You know why? Because they're part of it. But there's a referendum here. We want the swamp drained. The country has spoken, even with everything that was going on. It doesn't matter what these clowns are talking about. You got Mitch McConnell that needs to be rolled out of here in a gurney in a way. He can't be still breathing. That's got to be a clone because he looks like holy hell.
Yeah.
And he never was a Republican. Republican my ass. He's a rhino. Rhino. Yeah, a freaking rhino, Todd, and you know it. You and I both know it. And they don't have to talk about it. When have they ever talked about anything the people wanted to hear about? Unless it was bullshit. That's what we're fighting. But they can't stop what's coming. Nothing can stop what's coming. No, nothing. 46. Somebody needs to tell him he wasn't already not available during that term. Somebody was. Well, the taller one was, and the other guys were, and the masks and whatnot. And we want to thank the Biden administration, if you believe it was real. We want to thank them for extending all the executive orders that Trump put in place to make all this happen. We want to thank the Biden administration for that, if you believe it was totally real. They extended everything that would bring them down. Explain that one. And you don't have to explain it. You can, what you can do, and what a lot of people do, they do this. That you can choose to do, or you can go listen to Derek Johnson explain it all as to why this is going on. So what aggravates me is that people want to interject into a conversation about what's going on, and they will not listen to Derek Johnson explain the war manual, the war powers, that everything that's going on in the background that explains all this. And then they still want to be in there. Well, this isn't going to happen because, well, no, if you're not following what's going on, if you're only on to all the surface level stuff, you're going to think whatever that's it's going to be. Oh, we can't. No, we can't. We couldn't. But now we can. Just, I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like I'm pointing this at anybody. It just gets frustrating to me to know what people. The only way we could have got this way, and I was part of it, is to fall totally asleep.
Yeah.
People couldn't see it coming during the Obama administration, couldn't see this coming. Remember when he said this will be the last Christmas? How many people here blinked an eye when he said that?
Yeah.
How many here? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
When he said it was the last Christmas, didn't that bother anybody but me or Glenn?
Yeah.
Didn't it bother anybody when the so-called Kamala Harris had somebody say, gee, Lord, Christ is king at her rally? And she said, you're in the wrong place for that. Didn't that bother anybody? If it bothered you, raise your hand. So, I mean, if you really want to get into this conversation deep, please go to Rumble, go to Derek Johnson, and spend a few hours educating yourself. And speaking of education, the Department of Education is toast. It's going back to the states, just like the other thing, the child sacrifice thing. And I'm going to tell you this on the good side of things. A couple of weeks ago, most of the child trafficking has been stopped. Thank God. I'm sure but it's going to be an ongoing thing. Yeah. I know some government officials want to find a hole in the ground and hide under it. Well, they might find a hole in the ground, but they're not going to hide under it. Some of them, if they've been involved in what I just talked about, then they're toast. I probably said too much. At this point, I don't give a shit. Okay. Well, that's what they wanted to do, Mad Dog. And he said it. And people, oh, you didn't mean anything. Really? Okay. So, that being said, we've still got a little bit of time. We'll go to 1:30 for sure. As long as people are engaged in the conversations here, I'll keep this thing rolling to 1:59 and a half. I made a few shorts from last week's, but I didn't want to put them up because they were purely political. And I'm trying not to keep this too much, but there's certain things that matter to all of us as human beings, and our pets and our families and our kids and our grandkids and our great grandkids, that if we don't talk about it, then we deserve what the hell we get. Well, I mean, isn't that fair?
Yep.
So so it's kind of hard to talk to anybody about what's going on if they don't know what's going on in the background. They're looking at everything that's on the surface. Most of them will say, he's crazy. Okay. I'm sure that if nothing was going on in the background and as corrupt as everything was, we would have been able to reelect Donald Trump. Think about that for a minute. Think about that in a minute. Just think about it. Use discernment, use common sense. You a copy of Glenn shooting the bow and arrow. Maybe you could read. I don't think he wants to repeat that, man. I would have never thought it would have gone through the fence. I would have thought it was just the fence,
It must have hit a weak spot. I didn't either. I thought it would stick.
Yeah, I guess if that wood was getting a little bit been there for a while, maybe it was weakening a little bit. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Oh Lord, come on, Chad, don't let us down. Keep talking. We want to keep this going past 1:30 if y'all want to do it. If not, that's fine too. We've been able to talk. It's been a good live stream. I've enjoyed this one. I was trying to hold back today, and I held back for the most part. I thought I did a pretty good job of holding back, considering I had a lot of ammo to go with today, and I don't want to rub this in anybody's faces, though.
No, it's not about that.
There's a lot of these people that are victims of the system, and they bought into it because they trusted the system to not let them down.
No, it's like all of us were at one point,
Yes, exactly. You and me included.
I thought when Obama was running that he was going to do the right thing, and I was proven wrong by that.
Well, I knew there was something wrong because they were trying to tell people that they were calling you birthers if you were saying that he was not born in the United States. He's already admitted to not being, so I guess that doesn't count, right?
Yeah.
It's on video. It's the same thing that's on video of Biden saying, oh, well, I told if they didn't fire that prosecutor, you're not going to get your money. And he was proudly saying that in public. Oh, he didn't say that. That's how people are so effed up. You're good, Patrick. I appreciate you, man. And Todd says he got a spear gun from a garage sale, tested it on the high school football field. It took me 25 minutes to find the bolt buried in the grass. I think he needed a metal detector. That's something I've been wanting to find. It's like a real nice Garrett metal detector. I never go out and buy anything for myself. Well, I'm going to have to start doing that because, I just thought I could get everything I ever wanted out of a storage unit. Well, for the most part, I have. But there's some things I haven't been able to find, and I haven't found a metal detector yet. I found a cheap one, and I want a real nice one. Because there's some things in the ground that's going to be interesting to find that still hadn't been found yet. And Mad Dog says, I've been enjoying this one, too. I found YouTube videos of Elon Musk trying to avoid certain questions. Well, people ask stupid crap because what a lot of this mainstream dudes they want to ask pointed questions to kind of fit their narratives. They don't want to know the truth. They want to steer you into their narrative where they can just ram it down your throat. And if you don't believe them, then there's something wrong with you. You should be re-educated. You should be rounded up. You know, all the FEMA camps they had ready for us. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And if you don't believe that, then I don't know what to tell you. Chuck! What's up, Chuck? Good afternoon, sir. Was WAS. Well, Derek Johnson explains what his inauguration was all about. And there's military protocol. None of it was followed. None of it. It's like when he drove by, all the military personnel turned their back to his motorcade. Yeah, why don't people talk about that? I guess they don't want to see it. I get so tired of sheep. You know what? Tired of it. Just tired of it. Chuck, I do love me. Yes, sir, I do too. I'd like to. I haven't done it for many years. We had a metal detector for a while, but it was just an average one, and we found a bunch of regular coins. The first thing I did was go through the yard here. I think we found like $1.08, something like that, of just pennies from the years this house was built. Right after that, this house was built in '60, and we were found in pennies like early '60s and a couple of quarters from just like '65 and '67, just old enough to not be silver. There we go. Yeah, we'll keep this rolling for a while because we got a few people here. Maybe we can do some video. I didn't have time to make any new ones this week. Let's see if I got. We played that one. That was funny. I thought. Oh no! I like this one. If this one's pretty good for right now. Well, watch this. Glenn turns to Trump. That kills me. Yeah, this is true, man. I watch some channels. What Todd's saying here, I watch a lot of channels. Well, I have it in the past. I watch them occasionally that do metal detecting, and they find a lot of, like Lisa that she's come here a lot in the past. Lisa from Michigan, and she does metal detecting. She finds a lot of bottle caps. And those were prevalent, man. You remember they used to be loose from the can where you would go, and then people would throw them out. And that's why the newer cans, and then the top's still on them because those were everywhere. But there's still so many that haven't been. Yeah, I've been tempted to get a metal detector. Yeah, Chuck, I was hoping I'd find one in a storage unit, and I did, but it wasn't a good one. I want to get one that it'll actually tell you by the signal on if it's like what it probably is. It can even point to a coin, point to a penny, point to a dime, point to a quarter. And that's amazing to me. These guys will go, oh, that looks like that's going to be a quarter. And they'll a silver quarter. And then they'll dig it up. And sure enough, there's a silver quarter there. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Come on, keep them comments coming, guys. You can do it. We can keep this thing rolling for a while. Yeah. Let's see if I got something we could play. I need to make some new videos, man. Like, here's something that I did that was stupid. Wait a minute. Which one, Mark? I'm gonna play one everybody's seen, but an oldie but a goodie here. Let's see which one. Oh, I know. Let's see, where is it? It makes it. It makes it. I need to do. I'm not going to do that again. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go back and do that again. That hurt. That's one of his favorites.
That could have turned out a lot worse than it did.
It was bad, man. It was like, oh my God. I only showed the second part of it. In the beginning, I didn't know what I was going to do. I had this TV that said sarcastic stacker because when in the beginning, I hadn't added the word storage to my channel name. So I thought, well, I'm just going to run this bicycle into the TV set and see what happens. It's a J film. I didn't even know if it would make anything, if I'd make a video out of it or not. But so I ran into the TV set and it just fell over. And I saw that and I'm like, oh my God, that looks like a ramp now. And so I backed up. I didn't have enough speed going, but thank God I didn't have enough speed. No telling what that. That hurt. And you could see that was before I had building 2 put up. The building in the middle. I got the little one on the left is building 1 and then building 3. And then that whole area in the middle was open then. I had one video. I need to go find that one. I had before building 2 was put up. I had shot something up in the tree to where I could pull a rope up and get it to come around. It was like 35 or 40 feet into this tree above that area. And I took an old piece of furniture and lifted it up. You remember that one?
Yeah.
And then I got it all the way to the top and I pointed to it and said, "You have been declared guilty of pressed wood. Your penalty is for me to let go of the rope." And then I'll let go of the rope. I might do a remastering of that. I don't know. Let's see. We'll put all the new comments on. Here we go. Here's the new comment right here. There it is, folks. I'm going to give you 30 more seconds, and I'm going to look for another video that might be funny. Let's see. We had that one. Yeah, Larry's tired of seeing himself slam a pie in his face. Oh, so we'll slam one in mine.
Guys, what do you do when that happens to you? When you slam a pie in your face? I don't know how often you slam pies in your face, but what do you do with the stuff that gets over all your product? Just let me know in the comments first of all,
there it is.
Yeah, I got to run to the restroom real quick, Mark.
All right, Glenn. Yeah, I'll keep her going till you get back. All right, let's see if I got another. All right, here's, if you like pie in the face, here's.
Come on, baby, follow me. I'm the Pied Pipe.
Now you're the Pied Piper, motherfucker.
Now you're the Pied Piper. Yeah, that's right. There we go. Let's see where we got. When Glenn comes back, we're probably going to end the show for the day, unless all you guys get real chippy and start throwing in some comments. But it's such a rainy day. I can't really go outside to do anything today. So everything I do is going to be in here. So I do have to work out. I got to get that rolling. Let's see, what else am I going to do today? Let's see what Glenn's got to do here. Let's see here. Oh, I know what we can do before we leave. I'm trying to plan the rest of the show here. I'm missing one video. Oh, where is it? Let Greg. I'll have to make new content, guys. All right. Well, hey, we're just going to call it a show for the day, Glenn. And I want to appreciate everybody in the chat. Wait a minute. Let's see here. I'll play another short here in a second. Let's see here. We did that. Which one did I not do? There was one I wanted to play today. Screw it. We'll play it next week. We got a comment. What is your favorite thing that YouTube broke? That you broke on YouTube over the years? I think I know the answer to this, Mad Dog. My favorite thing, I think I know. Let's see if I can find it.
You don't want to be like this you don't want to be like this jackass right here. Hey, lard ass! Shut the hell up, lard ass. He's an idiot. You know what? You are an idiot.
Now, doll. Now sit back and learn from the master.
Yeah, notice even in the toys, there's satanic sayings, man. Bad. Let's see if I got one more. Gosh, I got to make some new ones, guys. We got to make some new ones. Here's one.
If I had any room for it, I would have kept it. I love it. But I What the hell?
Wow, you all right?
He knocked this tray off the top of the bookcase.
Oh, Chucky.
Look at that.
Chucky.
Holy crap, you damn near killed me, Chucky. Look at that.
Oh, my God. Look at him.
Oh, my God.
Room for it.
There
I
he
would have
goes.
kept it. I love it.
Directly.
But
It hit me. It hit my fan. Come on, Chucky.
Oh, room for it. I would have kept it. I love
It
it.
had the whole. What the hell?
Room for it, I would have kept it. I love it. What the hell?
I hear that. My favorite thing that I ever broke on you, I'm going to have to say, and I'm going to have to do a remastering of that. And I thought I had it on here, but it was the violin. When I went to music go round that day, I was taking in this violin that I had. It was a student Stradivarius. Okay. I had that, and I had two flutes. And one other item I forgot. It doesn't matter at this point. I took all that in, and I couldn't get $5 for any of it. So I made a video where I got $5 in revenue on it. So but there's that. I got mine. Let's see. We got a couple comments. What is your favorite? Yeah, I would say the violin. Oh, there's one other thing, Mad Dog. We still got time. One other thing that I did, one of my favorite things. I saw it here a minute ago. Here it is. This one's pretty good.
Okay, guys, I'm here unloading the van from the last load
over there at the Mary Kay Gold unit. And I promised Icy Profits, also known as Hunter, that I would not break these. So I sat it up here, make sure it's okay. Because he says we can get $5 for these. So I'm not going to break this one. We got some nice art. It's hard to sell, but we're going to give it a go. There's a vase in there wrapped up on top of those bookshelves. We're going to use those 2 bookshelves in one of the peddlers mall to put DVDs on it, sell them for $1 a piece. Okay, let me go ahead and put this thing down. Wait a minute. How do you put this? What the hell? It won't go. All right, how do you get this? Go down. No. What the? Well, oh, cut. Cut. Yeah, Hunter was, because at the time I'd been breaking a lot of ironing boards from storage units. And I guess he was getting tired of it. He said, "Man, we can get $5 for those at the flea market." I said, "All right, man, I won't break any more of them," because he was taking all that stuff to the flea market and selling it. I said, "Okay, I will." So that was the next day. Yeah, but I mean, full disclosure, I knew I was going to do that, but it's still funny, right? I'm not going to make y'all think that I didn't. Yeah, come on. Use your own discernment. See, I think everybody. Best of Chucky. Yeah, I tell you what, man, that's something else I want to find again in a storage unit is another Chucky. I got $80 for that Chucky, though, which was, I thought, pretty good for a toy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh, wait. Yeah. What do you think Glenn's favorite thing was? Okay. All right. We've still got a little time. I like this. Y'all are, this is all I asked for is a little interaction. What do you think Glenn's favorite thing was to break? Let's see if I could find Glenn breaking anything. You know, Glenn, he wouldn't break anything. Come on. No way. Let's see here. Oh, he would too. Well, here we go.
Ah, great day to go out on the canoe. Glenn, no. Not now. Not a Greek wedding now. No, Glenn. Glenn, no. It's sinking the boat. Glenn, no. It's sinking.
Let's see. What else did Glenn? Wait a minute. Todd's got a question here. I gotta touch on that. Bowling ball through the pressed wood was fun. Huh. Yeah, that was kind of fun. We might be able to do something about that. I got to start labeling these properly, man. Yeah, we can find that. Come on, there he is. I'm sitting on the roof. How could I not see me on the roof? Come on, Mark. There he is. Okay, guys, I'm up here on the roof. I've got a piece of furniture down here. I'm going to drop a bowling ball on it and destroy it. Here we go. I can't miss. All right. I've shot 5 perfect games in bowling, so I'd better be able to hit this. Are you ready? Yeah, that's it. That's the bowling ball destruction of Presswood right there. Show them what it did. That's how you do it right there, guys. That's how you do that. We'll give everybody a few chances to extend this live stream. And meanwhile, I'll see what I can find on here that might be funny. See, we already did.
You don't want
We did that. I thought I might have some other Chucky stuff I need to bring back. It's just when you've got thousands of videos, it's hard to go back into your channel and find them. You got to go back page at a time. Let's see, we got one. Great strike. Yeah, I hit that sucker right in the middle, didn't I? Right in the old 1-3 pocket. Boom, just like that. Also, I would like to, in the new world of post med bed rollout and everything, get myself back to being the equivalent of a 30-year-old again. And everybody's like, well, what are you talking about, man? Well, you'll see. You'll see. Yeah, and I lost my train of thought. See, and it'll fix that too. That's right. This is all technology that's been here that was held back. That they didn't think we should have. Only them. That's right. Let's see. One more. Come on, Stacker. You got one more for us, don't you? Yeah, I do. Where is it, Glenn? What'd you do with it? Let's see if Glenn's got something to show here.
Glenn, what are you doing? Oh my God, Glenn, stop. Glenn.
Not a Greek wedding now, man. What do you figure you've done? 1,000 videos already? Well, officially on my channel, I've got 5,500 plus of all videos combined, of which I would say storage auction videos, I've probably got about, just a long form, probably 600. So, but yeah, I've got storage auction shorts, my cat shorts. The cats they're at least half the channel. I mean, I probably got half my subs on my channel from cats and about half from storage auctions. And then also, what I have found that really doesn't do well is when I was talking about coins and just regular like gold coins and silver coins, they would do okay, but I couldn't get any of them to really catch fire.
Yeah,
I had one. Go ahead,
yeah,
Glenn. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised by that.
I went out and I made an investment one time, and I went through the whole process where I took $20,000, and this was several years ago, where I went in and bought. And the title of the video is "How many 1-ounce rounds can I buy for $20,000?" And I went in with $20,000, and I bought. At the time, I was able to get 10 1-ounce gold rounds for $20,000. So that's $2,000 a piece. Well, you would think that video would have done good. It got 1,700 views, and then it never got hardly anything after that. It had 2 days where it got 1,700 views, and it flatlined from that point on. So I would have thought that had a chance, and then I did another one where I went in and see how many silver dollars could I buy for $1,000. I did that video. It didn't do near as well. So I don't know. So I haven't really been doing it. They weren't helping my channel, even though I love making them, and they just weren't doing any good. I don't know what it was. People don't like the stacking stuff in mass. I guess a lot of people are, we're going through some bad times, and I think that could have been part of it. I don't know, but I just know it didn't really do that great. So I got put up $20,000 into one video. Of course, I wanted to buy them anyway. Let's just be honest. And got one subscriber. I don't know. It just if people, maybe they didn't relate to it. Now people can relate to the storage auctions and selling the stuff and everything. I'm trying to think like a majority of people would think. So I guess a lot of people weren't able to, at the time, weren't able to stack, and I totally get it. And maybe that's why it didn't do any good. I don't know. So I mean, Todd could probably attest to this. You know, his videos, he puts out good stuff, but they're not killing it like you would think they would. Have I been to a government auction since you've been to a storage auction? No, I haven't. Although I mentioned there's going to be some good ones in the future. We would hope so. Yeah. So really, so what I was showing people at the time, think about this. I invested $20,000 in 10 rounds. They gave me 10 rounds for 20,000. That was the whole premise of the video. So how much money did I make that day as of today? Let's see.
An ounce now, 2,600 an ounce.
$6,000 to $7,000 pure profit. I don't know. You would think that'd get more than one subscriber, but apparently it wasn't all that popular, folks. So I'm not going to make any more of those videos. I might later on down the line when people get a lot of money, because there's going to be a lot of money coming people's way. Restitution to everybody that's been ripped off their whole lives, had their birth certificates sold as bonds. You've been basically enslaved. You know, slavery never ended here, man. It just changed forms. When people realize that, they're going to get pissed off, but it's too late to get pissed now. We've already had to. I want to hope these videos want to add more subscribers and inspire. You would think, man, you would think they would, but you know, it's like I said, maybe that's part of it. And a lot of people couldn't relate to it at the time. I don't know. Or maybe I just don't have that big a following. It could be that. It could be part of it. But when you're putting these videos up, you're hoping to get people to follow you that never have. That's the point. You know, your people that follow you every day, they're going to come and watch your stuff because they like your stuff, or they like you, or they can put up with you. One of the three. I don't know. My most watched video was metal detecting. That's interesting because I guess people can relate to that, because anybody can get a metal detector and go metal detect. So they're going to see, well, what does this guy find? What does that guy find? And yeah, I could see that's case in point right there. And this is a fact right here. Our dollar's not worth jack squat. So the price of gold is going up to reflect that. And it's still much less than what it should be. I would say it's very much, we got a few minutes, but you're right about that, man. And so taking $20,000 of fiat, turning it into gold is protecting that money. It's protected it. You know, and I think the majority of people that watch YouTube videos that have a channel on YouTube, you know, if you're not subscribed on YouTube, I mean, if you're not have a YouTube account, you can't like anybody's video. You can't subscribe to anybody. That's why a lot of people look at their amount of people that are subscribed and the amount of people aren't. It's like 90% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed. So, and it's not just me. You can go to like KT Treasures has been touching on that lately. They said near that amount for them, like 85+% of the people that watch them are not subscribed. Well, a lot of people, including myself, when I first got on YouTube, didn't have a YouTube account. So I don't know. What am I saying? Well, I'm just what I'm saying is what I'm saying. You still got your Trump statue. That was a Trump cardboard cutout, and the only reason I don't show it on here anymore is they were getting all funny about it because he had a gun in his hand, which was not illegal, and quite frankly would look cool as hell. But we'll see. In the future, he might be making a comeback. So we've got 2 minutes. I guess we'll finish this up. I do have a video that I put up at 12 o'clock today, and it's already. I told you all about it. If anybody wants to waste some time with the stacker, you can waste another 12 minutes. I don't see that being anything wrong with the car bar. Yeah, well, you know what? We're not talking about reasonable things. We're talking about corruption and maybe not so much corruption. It's just everything's been going against the Constitution. You know, it's been under attack. Let's just say it's been under attack. The First and Second Amendments, especially, have been under big attack. And the first 10 amendments of the Constitution reflect our Bill of Rights. And it's not the Bill of wrongs, it's the Bill of Rights. Oh, that was a stupid analogy, Mark. But you get my drift. Thank you, Mad Dog. So I'm going to end it here because I have to keep this under 2 hours if I want to have cuts short from this. Cuts short from this. No, shorts cut from this. Come on, Mark, get yourself up. See, I need a med bed. Yeah, they should be rolling out sometime early 20. They're already being put in place now, and a lot of the medical, all the medical treatments and the big, all that stuff is going to be massively overtaken by technology that's been held back. It's going to be a wonderful, as Trump says, it's going to be a renaissance in America. And everybody's got everything. Even the people that fought against it are going to be coming out so well. And he's going to fight for those people too. And with that, I will say I will see you guys next week. Glenn, I appreciate you, brother, as always.
You also, Mark.
And everybody that came in here today and listened to me. And Glenn, love you guys. So with that, I'm going to leave you with an outro. And it's going to be, come on, Mark, you're slow. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Okay, guys, I'll see y'all next week. Take care. It's Sunday, guys. Welcome back to American Patriot Storage Hunters.